Good morning guys, and welcome back to our weekly coffee walk. We're inside the front of the body shop. It's absolutely brutally cold today, very foggy and misty here. So we'll have a little walk around and show you what we've got going on this week. So as you probably have seen, we've got the two ovens here you see week on week. So we'll go and take a look at the car in the two spray booths. So in this first one, this is a customer's car that's came in for a complete repaint. As you'll come in here, you'll see that all the panels are what's called in high build primer. So this will take out any small imperfections that are in the actual panel work. This then comes back out, gets rubbed down again before it comes back in here then for being painted. So this is now finished on bake and it will start to be unmasked, come back out, be rubbed down and then come back in again to be remasked. So we'd come back out of here and have a look in the opposite spray booth. As we come into this one in here, this is having a full repaint, so this is one of our used cars that are for sale. So what we do is we do this in stages. So you'll see now Carl's just finished laying down the clear coat on the actual white roof. So you'll see it's an amazing shine on it. This will then go on bake, come back out, be unmasked, and obviously then we can paint the body colour. Let's go and take a look at the panel shop. As you come into the panel shop this week, so this vehicle here came to us and had quite extensive mechanical work, but what the difference is on that is we found it had a lot of chassis rust on it, so we've been having to do those repairs for the customer to make sure it's safe and legal for them to drive. We've got one of our new products coming shortly, so a little snapshot here. I won't talk about too much of it, but just so Shreyas can show you what's coming, so take a little look, Shreyas. We're having a move round in our paint shop at the moment as well in here. So you may have mentioned over the last couple of weeks that we was having a secondary scheme put in for solvent. So you'll see Carl in here, he's just having all the paint mixed this morning to be able to mix up those fresh colours for you. So that will help us real dial down those different colour shades that you guys have on the Figaros and the ageing of them to make sure we can real pinpoint those colours. Let's come and take a look in the workshop what we've got going on this week. You'll see through the car park obviously as the weeks go by each time you'll see that there's a variation of Figaros down here all the time. On average we tend to have somewhere between 65 and 70 Figaros here on site at any point for different works, so we tend to go through them very, very quickly. So as you come down into the workshop yard, you guys have seen week on week obviously what we do in here, but let's take a look inside the workshop. As we come in here, we've got a couple of our normal service solutions jobs in here this week. So these are everyday vehicles that we do servicing and maintenance and cam belts and things like that. We have Liam, our valeter and driver. Many of you have met him before when he picks up the vehicles with our truck. So he's just having a final valet on a car ready to be able to leave later on today. And then if we come into the actual workshop office, I'm sure Mark's in here and he'll always like to say hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Have you showed them RNY parked out on the left?
I have not.
Conversion.
No, I will go outside and show you our manual conversion. So follow me outside. So as Mark mentioned, we've got a manual conversion Figaro here. We've actually got a couple of cars here at the moment that we're going to be doing the conversions on. And this is obviously one of those that's been completed and the customer's picking it up later today. So if you want to come past Shreyas and we'll open the door so you can see what it looks like. So on these we make sure we finish these the correct way. So that also involves leather in the gear gaiter and obviously matching the actual gear knob as well. It's probably the best modification we've ever done to a Figaro. It completely transforms the way it drives. It gives you a much more better driving experience, but we also appreciate that some of you guys are very much purists. So we also work with you on the original ones too. So as we go into our secondary workshop and body shop yard, we're going to take a little look, as I think Project Pal might be in here, but we've also got Lauren completing one of the evaluations. It's actually on the left-hand drive one that's here from the US, so we get a little bit of a better look on that too. So as you come in, you'll recognise the registration that we've been seeing each week. So Shreyas, you can actually see it gives us the opportunity to look all at the underside, how the body's faring up underneath, just to make sure we can document everything that could be required to make sure it's safe, well and usable for many years to come. We'll have a little look in the bay next to us to see what we've got going on in this one. So we've got another Figaro in Let's just take a little look what's going on this one. So this one's coming in for a full restoration by the looks of it. So we've got aluminium radiator, we've got all the parts obviously here that's being completed with the most important one. Many of you will see obviously the silicone hoses that we do, probably the best product we actually do. And then the other bay we've actually got the lights off at the moment, just using it for a little bit of storage. Let's go and say morning to parts. So down here, obviously in our sales pen, I'll do a separate video for you guys next week based on some of our used cars that are now available for you. So watch out next week for those that's coming out. So as we come into the parts office, come on in the warm, and we'll walk through into the parts department to see how the guys are getting on today. So we have Maz on the corner here.
Hi guys.
Feeling a little bit sore this week. And then as we come through, we've got a few of the last remaining Black Friday orders that we were just waiting on a couple of items to come back into stock as they sold out. And then obviously come on through to parts and you'll see it out here. So again, you see this week in, week out. We've now got some engines back in stock, so if you guys need our engines, we've managed to recuperate those. Anything you need, then please drop us an email or give us a call. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next week.